If I wanted to go all in on social media and Instagram and start getting leads from Instagram as a real estate agent in 2025, and I was either starting from zero or somewhere less than 1,000, this is the exact strategy that I would use in the first 30 days and honestly the months to come to get those leads flowing, to get those conversations really started. If you don't know me, my name is Jimmy and I'm a real estate agent here in Boise, Idaho, and I've utilized Instagram over the last year to generate 8 under contract valued at $5.3 million as a brand new agent in a new place with no sphere of influence, no brick and mortar, nobody was giving me leads, all from Instagram, no door knocking, nothing offline, nothing even off of Instagram. And this is really how it started. So before I even became a real estate agent, I had this Instagram account. I posted to it for about 2.5 months consistently, gained about 1,400 followers, and then I had to shut it down. I was trying to create ManyChat or connect ManyChat later down the road, and I wasn't able to. And since ManyChat is an integral part of my process in generating leads, generating conversations, I had to shut this account down on a Friday. It was May 17th, and I started this brand new account on May 20th. You can see over the last 7 months right now of the filming of this, it is December 26th, 2024. I have 19.1 thousand followers. So in just 7 months, I've generated 19,000 followers, 8 under contract, everything from Instagram using this exact strategy. All right, well, this is 0 to leads in 2025 using Instagram. Let's go. There's really a 3-step process. Number 1, we need to know our ideal client. You've heard it a million times, and we'll go into what that actually means. Number 2, we need to know what content to create, how to create content. So let's actually go like this. Let's go content. Okay. And number 3, we need to create conversations. If we can do those 3 things as fast as possible, we'll be getting leads in no time. Okay, so let's break that down. What does that actually mean? Well, before you can even know your ideal client, let's say we're at 0. We need to create that profile. So let's go ahead and create a profile, create an Instagram profile. Now, when we create that profile, make it professional. Okay, that means great picture, great professional pics. Nope, that's not what I mean. Great picture. Great professional, headshot, basically. Next up, we need to have our name brand or not name brand. It is personal brand. I'm going to have a personal branded handle. So I'm not going to do anything like, since I'm in Boise, I wouldn't do like real Boise like I did before. It's actually what I started with on the original account. And then I actually, I think I made it my personal brand after about 7 days. Anyways, I make it a personal brand. And then finally, we need to optimize my profile. Okay, so how do we optimize our profile? Well, it's going to be your name field. Your name field is just going to be your first name, last name. Then it's going to be your city and state. And then next, you're going to optimize your description area. Your description area really has 3 lines. You're going to have a bulleted emoji in each of those, and it's going to be who you help in your location. It's going to be what people can expect from your profile or your authority in your second line. And your third line is going to be your call to action. Your call to action is going to point to a link. The link in your Instagram profile should not have a massive list of things that people can choose from. We don't want them to go over to our YouTube channel and go over to our Facebook and go over to our Twitter and go to all these different places or get a book a call and download. Like, there's too many options. There's a saying in marketing that says a confused mind doesn't buy. We do not want to confuse people when they go to our profile. So our third line is our CTA, and it's just going to point down to a link where people can download our one lead magnet. That is it. Okay, so that's the first thing that we would need to do. Next, number 2 is understand our ideal client. So our profile is now ready to accept followers, right? But we don't even know who we're posting for. This is the single most important part of the entire process. This is what you want to spend the most time on. This is the foundation of everything you do from here on out. If you post for everyone, you will reach no one. This is the difference in between a video that got 200 views and a video that got 20,000 or 200,000 views is your ideal client. But what is your ideal client? Your ideal client is really your messaging, and the words you use, okay? Beautiful. I know my handwriting is just amazing. Okay. Now, how do we actually do this? Well, so for your ideal client, what I want you to do is actually write it down. There we go. Write it down. We need to know, what is this person really looking for in their next life? Why are they actually moving? So it's their pain points and their dream outcomes. So I want you to do some research and actually write it down, really conceptualize and put together, who is my ideal client? Now that we know who they are, we need to go back and understand the words and the messaging that we're using. So that means we need to do some market research. So I want you to market research where people are having the conversations about moving to your area. Now, if you could talk to 100 people that were your ideal client, thinking about moving to your area or moving within your area, that would be ideal. But if you're not having those conversations, then you need to go to the places where they are having those conversations. And this is so that you can find the words and the messaging that they're using. They're going to be asking questions and people are going to be answering them. So you want to understand, what is it that people are actually talking about? And third, we need to know about content. Okay? This might have been 4, right? Oh no, create content. Okay. Now in terms of content, we need to first know what to post. Right? Beautiful. Okay. I post content that falls under 3 buckets. I post local content, I post real estate content, and I post connection content. And that is the content strategy in terms of what I actually post. Local content reaches my local audience. This is things to do, events happening, businesses. Real estate content. This is to show we're actually in real estate. These are house tours, community tours, really anything to do with real estate in general. And then finally, we have our connection type content. This is content that helps bring clarity to the buying and selling process. So everyone is making a really big decision to move to your area, and they have questions. They have unanswered questions, things they don't even really talk about. And so by utilizing your experiences and your story to help bring clarity to their own situation, you actually build a connection through social media, which is honestly one of the most powerful things on Instagram that most people are not even utilizing. This isn't just one big masterclass educational platform. They want to build a connection. So if you focus more on this than any of this, you're going to have more success. Okay, now when to post. Next, we know what to post. Next, we need to know when to post. Now, you post every day. Post every day. So that's 1 time per day. Something I also forgot to put in here for what to post, stories. 3 to 5 per day. 3 to 5 stories per day. Now, what's going to be in your stories? That's really going to be BTS and your hobbies, interests, families, things like that. This is where people really start to get to know, like, and trust you. Okay, so that's when we post. And finally, on that same boat, there are really 3 forms of content that I post. So we have the 3 buckets. We have our local, real estate, and connection. Then there's really 3 formats of videos that I post. That's going to be your 1 clip, 3 to 7 second reel. It's going to be your multi-clip. That's like a multi-clip highlight. So that's going to be your 20 to 30 second videos. And then we have our longer videos. These are going to be talking head. These are going to be our 60 to 90 second videos. Okay, so those are the 3 formats that fit within the 3 buckets of the content. that we create. So that's the types of content that we create. And finally, we need to, and this is number 4, create conversations daily. Okay, every single day we need to be creating conversations. And if you're familiar with the offline activities of getting belly to belly, of talking about real estate in the grocery store, the last thing I actually want to do, then you're familiar with why we need to create conversations daily. So how do we actually do this? Well, number 1, I'm actually going to start with the local farming method. This is exactly what I've done always. Now, what is the local farming method? Well, the idea is to get followers. So here's the thing. At this point, our content or our profile's optimized. We're creating content that fits within our 3 buckets for our ideal client. We're posting about local content. We're posting connection content. We're posting real estate content. Now we're doing the local farming. What is local farming? Well, that means that we're going to our local influencer accounts or local business accounts. And then we are looking within the followers. And so we find the influencers that have our ideal client. Then we go and follow 20 to 30 people a day from there. And what's going to happen when you follow someone? And here's the thing, you're going to be following people that are private, that have low account. They're not really utilizing social media for a business because they're just normal people. So what they're going to do is they're going to look at your account. And if your profile is optimized, you got a nice professional looking photo, you're starting to build a brand that looks like something they want to follow, then obviously they're just going to follow you back. So that is really the easiest way to get followers. Okay, now that we're getting followers because we're creating content consistently, we're providing value, we're reaching our local audience, we're doing our local farming, now we message all our new followers. So message all our new followers. Next, we're going to create a lead magnet. There are hundreds of lead magnet ideas out there, something like a relocation guide. Then you're going to talk about your relocation guide in your content, use ManyChat, ask people to comment a word, and then they can download it. Number 4, when we post about real estate content, we're going to use ManyChat to distribute listings. You get the idea. Okay. Now we got those conversations started. Now, finally, number 5, I'm going to use post story polls. And that's it. That's how I create conversations. So at this point, and here's a bonus tip. Here's one more bonus tip, right? We're in our first 30 days. Let's imagine we're in our first 30 days. My goal is to reach as many people as possible. The biggest thing that I'm lacking in the first 30 days is nobody knows about me. So I need more views. I need to reach as many people as possible. So we do that by creating short content, knowing our ideal client, understanding our messaging, the words we use, and as well, one more bonus tip for you is to collaborate with people with bigger audiences as often as possible. So what that's really going to look like is going to be like businesses or events that actually have an Instagram account that maybe have 5,000 to 15,000 followers. You go and do the thing, and then you create content that they want to share on their own profile, because in the end, they want content for their social media as well. So if you provide them with a good piece of content that actually is good, well produced, or not just well produced, just is a good highlight, then they're more likely going to want to share it on their own profile. So last little thing for you. You want to create content that is relevant, relatable, and shareable. And that's it. At this point, you've created a profile, it's optimized, it looks good, you're providing value in your content, you're posting every single day, you're posting within the 3 buckets. You're starting to reach more and more people. And that's exactly what I do in the first 30 days. And honestly, for the rest of time, because if I can connect with my ideal client and create conversations, that's going to be my keys to success. Hope you got a lot out of this video. If you did, be sure to subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.